Getting rejected from something can be disheartening, frustrating, and just overall such a blow to your confidence. You know the deal. We regret to inform you that whatever, blah, blah, blah. Or, we've decided to pursue other candidates. I was rejected from countless jobs for a summer internship. And so I have come up with 5 tips that I think that you can utilize so that you can come out of after being rejected from something with a more positive outlook, and it won't impact your life that much. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Charlotte. I'm the nurse next door. I'm a nursing student currently going into my senior year. Crazy. At Penn. And I hope you stick around and subscribe if you are already. Today, as you saw with the title and everything, I'm going to be talking about rejection, which is something that I'm sure everyone has experienced. It is really hard to get through, and it can really take a toll on your mental health and just your confidence and feelings of self-worth. So I'm going to be giving 5 tips for how to get through that. I'm just going to jump right in. So my first tip is easier said than done. It is don't compare yourself to others, especially people close to you. I think that this is something, sorry about my voice by the way, I feel like I have a sore throat right now because of allergies, so I apologize. It sounds a little different than usual. But so if I take like a sip of my coffee, that's why. But it's so hard and can become like an endless cycle when you just continuously compare yourself to other people. I found that when I was looking for summer jobs, I would be hearing, from other people around me what kind of jobs that they were going to be doing and had already accepted, and I hadn't found one yet. So I just encourage you to try not to put yourself in that environment. If you know that there's something where like a lot of people are going to be talking about a job, try to change the subject if you want to talk with those people, or just kind of remove yourself from that situation, because just hearing about everybody else, it just kind of tricks your brain into thinking like, oh, I'm in a similar boat, why is it not working for me? And that itself can just like take a toll in any part of your life, comparing yourself, not just with rejection, but it can just become an endless cycle. So don't compare yourself to others. You are unique. You have different experiences. Also, you never know. You could see someone and they have like the exact job that you wanted and were rejected from, but you never know like other things going on, outside of what you see. So just take all that into consideration and try not to match yourself up with another person, because obviously, your qualifications, your resume, it just could be different than theirs. And also with jobs, a lot of time it's just, are you a match with the company and their values, and do they think that you'll work well for them? And so if you get rejected from somewhere, it could just be because of those reasons and not necessarily your qualifications. So just kind of think about everything, and don't go into the terrible cycle of comparing yourself, because I've been there and it really sucks. So just try not to, by changing the situation whenever you can. Tip number 2 is to put your energy afterwards into finding new opportunities. Getting like a rejection email or phone call, whatever it may be, it's really hard to hear. And if you take that and then think about, oh, well, I wasn't accepted with this job, but there's so many others out there, and start looking for more opportunities, it can kind of be a better use of your time rather than kind of sitting there and just deliberating about the rejection and, letting it get to you. So, for me, when I got those letters of rejection in my email, my inbox, I would then go forward and apply to a couple more jobs with the time and energy, because I knew that if that job wasn't for me and they didn't think I was a good fit, that there had to be another one out there. So it's just, looking for that other job, and putting your energy into finding new opportunities. An example of this for me, please hold. An example of this for me was when I first got to Penn as a freshman. And a lot of you might be thinking, like, who are watching this, what does she mean, like, rejected from clubs? I don't know if this is just a Penn thing or other schools, but being involved in some like pre-professional organizations can be very difficult and competitive and a very lengthy process, which I didn't know going into college. But for me, I had always wanted to do like choir and acting and stuff. I really just wanted to do something like artistic and like musical and music involved, and performance related when I got to college, because I had always done band and I was involved in like the pit orchestra at my high school. So when I got to Penn, I kind of narrowed it down into like singing and musical theater, because those are things I hadn't really explored in high school, so I wanted to try to explore them in college if possible. So there was a lot of auditions and callbacks and things like that. And ultimately, I didn't really find a home or my people with any of those groups. There was some rejection in that process, but I, found a new opportunity, which was the Penn Band. And if you can see from any of my other videos, it has become my favorite thing ever. I love being involved in the band, and I love all of the friends and family that I've made there. So, if I hadn't taken those rejections originally from the beginning of the semester and kind of moved forward for new opportunities, I never would have found my home and my place with the Penn Band. So that's why it's extremely important to kind of take your energy and seek out new things when possible. Going off that is my third tip, which is to be flexible. If you have one set idea about what the internship or job is or club that you want to be in is, it can be even harder when you get that rejection, because you don't feel like there's other opportunities out there. There are. Sometimes you just have to be a little bit flexible and kind of change your mindset a little, because there are so many great opportunities in the world, for jobs, for clubs, for things to be part of. And so if you aren't flexible with your mindset and you just, take that one job and put all your eggs in one basket, it could go south for you. So try to remain flexible about maybe the location, or if it's like a nursing job, the specialty or the floor that you're on. Look at it from a perspective of, if you get something that's a little bit different than what you wanted, you could really benefit and learn something new from that opportunity as well. So just kind of use that mindset going forward in the search for a job, or if you're trying to get involved in a club at school. Just try to use that approach so that rejection doesn't hit you as hard if it happens. My fourth tip is to get feedback from people. I think that this is especially important because it can be really easy to get some kind of rejection and just kind of shut down mentally, because it's hard, and it's rough to see that the people didn't want you to work with them or be in their organization. But if you ask them for feedback going forward, or just see, if there's anything you can improve on for the future, it allows you to kind of have something to work off of, so that going forward, you can be more prepared for, say, like an interview, or I guess like just your resume, if they have any tips for that, or like your job profile. So just ask for feedback. See if they're willing to give you any. It doesn't hurt to ask. You can just respond politely with an email saying, like, thank you for letting me know. I was wondering or hoping you could provide me with some feedback. So moving forward in my search, I know what to work on. So I think that that's the best thing you can do. It also shows that you're open to adapting and changing, because that was one job, but if you ever decide to apply for the company again in the future, down the line, whatever, they can see that you have that growth mindset and you're willing to work on things, and that is also beneficial. My last tip is to get help if you need it. As I said, rejection can really take a toll on your mental health. So if it is impacting you, you can definitely go to see like a therapist or a counselor just to talk with someone, especially if you feel like you're alone in the process, because it can feel that way, especially if you see like other people getting jobs and stuff. So if you feel that way, definitely don't be afraid to go and get help from people. I made an entire video about mental health and getting help when you need it. I'll link it up here. It's extremely important to focus on yourself first. Overall, just make sure you're surrounding yourself with really supportive and encouraging people and friends. If it wasn't for a lot of people in my life, and you know who you are if you're watching this, if it wasn't for those people, I don't think I would have had the encouragement I needed to kind of get over the rejections that I got in the job search and move forward. And ultimately, you know, they pushed me and helped me through, and they helped me practice with interviews and things like that. And ultimately, I was able to get a job that I'm super excited about for the summer. So definitely keep pushing forward. Something good will come your way. And like I said, surround yourself with just really supportive people that will stay with you throughout that process, because that's, you know, the biggest thing you can do. And if those people aren't enough and you want to talk to someone professional, that's always an option too, and one that I would really recommend if you need it. Thank you all so much for watching my video. This has been one that I wanted to make like all throughout spring semester, because it was really rough and hard, and I wanted to kind of share the wisdom that I have got from that process with you all, because I know that it isn't just me. I know a lot of people go through it in any aspect of their life. So I really hope that these tips were helpful and you can use them going forward to have a more positive outlook about any kind of rejection you receive in life. Just know that, you know, something will always work out. You just have to be open-minded, like I said, and be willing to accept new things. And yeah, I think that's all I have for today. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to be doing more about the job search process and kind of how you can navigate that a little bit more later in the summer. So subscribe if you aren't already. Follow me on social media. Those are all linked below for updates and things like that. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. So I'll see you all next week. Bye.